The most simplest of all questions, the most basic of all questions, the question that we have to just start, what is enlightenment? This is inspired by yesterday's discussion. Sip Kamalji, Sip Sanjay, Sip Siri, Sip Sachin, Sip Alak, Sip Chidanand, Sip Atmanand, Sip Nimi, Sip Sadanand, Sip Sadlanand, Sip Girishanand, Sip Anand, Sip Renuka, Sip Deepatma, Sip Rajanand, Sip Chotwani, Sip Meenakshi, Sip Harshal, Sip Atmatray, Sip Girija, Sip Samatma, Sip Sukhi, Sip Bliss, Sip Parvati Amma, and Sip Prakash, Sip Krishna, Sip I am not I, मैं हवा हूँ, Sip Gigi, Sip Kumar, Sip Manisha, Sip Mita, Sip Rekha, Sip Premchandji, Sip Soham, Sip Siva, Sip Laveen, Sip Yogini, Sip Jyoti, Sip Aham Atma. Welcome. Welcome to a discussion which promises to be interesting. What is enlightenment? Yes. So, who would like to start? I have Atmatray. Yes, Atmatray. What is enlightenment?
Shivam, sir.
Shivam.
Sir, I think enlightenment is a spiritual awakening. Realizing that I am not body, I am not mind and ego, I am a divine soul.
Very good. Very good beginning. But that's all enlightenment, that's all?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So today we have to, today's session has to help us a lot. Because we have been talking about enlightenment from 2020. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. This is the sixth year. Sixth year calendar year. So I'm trying to ask you a very basic question. What is enlightenment? Atmanand. Thank you, Atmatray, to start.
Thank you.
What is enlightenment?
Yeah, I think as you have said in your book, enlightenment is to light the light within. So what I understand is it evolves multiple realizations. So I think the first step is what you call it as the self realization, wherein you realize that I'm not the hardware, I'm not the software, or in other words, I'm not the body, I'm not the mind. I'm that light or I'm that soul. And then I think it graduates to God realization, wherein we realize that the soul that is there within me is SIP and everybody is SIP. So then you start seeing, loving and serving everybody as SIP.
Very beautiful. What you say is correct. But you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Enlightenment is not only this. For example, Atmanand, you said, oh, Atmatray told only one part, I'm going to tell the full part. And now somebody else will tell Atmanand told only one part and I'm going to tell the full part. And then somebody else will tell that somebody else told one part and I will tell the full part. So today is a day which is going to blow us all away. It looked like such a silly topic. It looked like such a simple, silly topic. What is enlightenment? By the end of today's call, it will blow us all. Kamalji and Siri, let us see. I want to wait to see. I want to see who is going to explore what is enlightenment. Kamalji and Siri. Rajanand and Krishna. Kamalji, Siri, Rajanand, Krishna. Yes, sir. Kamalji.
Namaskar to all the sips. Then so to me,
all the sips nahi, ek hi sip hai.
And the manifestation of sip in all.
I'm just joking. Okay,
perfectly, perfectly. That makes it lighter. No? No, I mean, I think the moment I know who am I think most of the problems and most of these issues are resolved. And now, who am I? I am the manifestation of the sip. I am the spark of the sip, and I am the myself part of the sip. So the only when we know who am I think the problem will be resolved.
You are right. So enlightenment is a journey. It begins. Who started saying Atmatray? Atmatray said, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the ego, I am the soul. Is he right? He's right. Then came Atman. He said, not only I am the soul, I am the soul, said God realize self-realization. That went to God realization. Very good. Now Kamalji says, the moment I come to know I am not I, who am I? Enlightenment is this. But enlightenment is enlightenment. Enlightenment. It means that
That means when you know the source of your the source of unique
आपने आपने वो सॉन्ग सुना है? वो सॉन्ग हाथी जो देखेंगे अंधे के सुन बोल, रस्सी कहलाता है अंधा कोई पंखा कोई बोल. You heard the song?
Yes.
अंधे न जाने बात हाथी चीज क्या है, जो भी हाथ आता है वैसा लगता है. हाथी जो देखे तो अंधे के सुन बोल, रस्सी कहलाता कोई पंखा कोई बोल. हाथी क्या है?
That soul, as you properly put it, soul is the spark of unique.
But it goes beyond. Okay, when I realize I am not Ravi, I am Atma in Ravi, then what? It came on. I realized Neti Neti. I realized Tattvamasi. I realized Aham Brahmasmi. It's not enough. It's not enough. So if I tell you how many fingers you have, you say मेरा एक अंगूठा है. जवाब right है? जवाब मेरा एक अंगूठा है, right है?
हाँ, अंगूठा तो है.
लेकिन how many fingers you have?
8 fingers.
In
If I
8
close
fingers
up,
and two thumbs. Totally, they say we have 10.
10.
Right? हाँ, कोई ये भी कोई somebody may say even my toes are counted. No, toes are not fingers. Toes are toes. But enlightenment, I have not counted the number of realizations. But enlightenment is a vast subject where you don't light one light in your house, but you light every light in your house. One session we spoke, there is no dark spot. There should be no dark spot. Then you are enlightened. But good answer, Siri Rajananda Krishna Nichani. 4. Siri, thank you, Kamalji.
Shivam Guruji, when you
Shivoham.
realize I am soul, soul is SIP, I am SIP, SIP is in all.
Very good.
Then enlightenment is SLS. You see everyone as SIP, love and sun. Then you work as a Ladi, that is enlightenment. Nothing matters. World is Maya. Jagat Mithya, only Prabhu is Satya. Everything is a drama. So when you realize all this, you are enlightened, you are realize all these things, and you simply work as a Ladi.
Now look at this answer now. Look at this answer. I don't know if something is missing still, but what a comprehensive answer. What a beautiful answer. So don't forget your answer. Have you written down your answer or just from the mind?
Half written down, half. First IS written down, then next everything came.
So write down all the answer. Don't forget. And end of the call, you must say and once again. And you add whatever somebody else writes also, you add it. I am not writing. Then in end you become the custodian of what is enlightenment today, because you have got so many points. Let me see who are very good, Siri, but I'm sure we'll add more points. Rajanand, Krishna. Rajanand and Krishna. What is enlightenment?
Shivam sir.
Shivam.
Sir, enlightenment means pura prakash hai. It is fully full of light. कहीं एक रत्ती बार भी लास्ट थोड़ा सा भी इयोटा ऑफ द इल्यूजन नहीं है कहीं पे, कहीं रियलाइजेशन में. सो कहीं रस्सी नहीं दिखती है, सॉरी कहीं सांप नहीं दिखता है, रस्सी ही दिखती है. तो इसको मैं अब आपकी एक सिंपल वर्ड में कहूंगा, जैसे आप बोलते हैं ISTBM, I am SIP, transcending ignorance of body, mind and ego. who has transcended this ignorance of body mind में को, and इसके बहुत से traits है which I can tell, अगर आप, if you give me, permit me, तो जैसे I am not the body, I am not the monkey mind, I have no misery, I have no worry, I have no regret, I have no shame, I have transcended the ego. It has got enlightened too far away, too far away. So I have also conquered the 7 monsters, yeah, 14 monsters or 7 and 7, मुझे पूरे याद नहीं आएंगे इस वक्त. And I am the divine and the spark within. I am spark of that divine divinity. I have realized I.S. Then I have realized that I am not doing. I am just an instrument of shape. I am a karma yogi, and I have realized that everything is Maya. It is nothing. ये कुछ ये दिखता है, ये सब एनर्जी है बेसिकली. ये कुछ गड़बड़ है, ये एनर्जी है सारा, ये फ्यूजन से हो रहा है. It is everything is energy. There is no reality in it. It is just appearance from the ship. जैसे आपने एक बार मेरी पोती को बोला था, from that उसके मुंह से क्या नाम निकलता है, जाल, मगड़े का जाल है. तो वैसे ही ये भी सब बना हुआ, जिससे रियलाइजेशन that word is लीला. So then there are a lot of things I have to I have to live as a bogie. There is no chance of, not an even iota of chance to go to the yoga. So nothing, in a state of nothingness. I am living in a state of nothingness. All the beliefs of the religious beliefs, they have been wiped away. They have been washed away from my mind. So there's complete surrender. There's complete surrender in a state of love for everything, animate or inanimate. Everything I am in love with everything, and I am always in a state of RD. Not in RDX, then so sir, बस ज़्यादा याद नहीं आ रहा है.
No, very, see, so you understand that as you come on this call, you become more and more evolved in enlightenment.
Sir.
I'm telling you, people who hear this call will be amazed, because this call is beyond. This is beyond. Abhi, Siri missed a few points. I hope she's caught the points which Rajanan told. But let me see whether Siri catches all the points. And आपने कुछ लिखा नहीं तो मैं आपको नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, because Siri is writing. So whoever is writing, at the end of this call, you should send me the entire.
Okay.
The entire. Because what is enlightenment will become a book. Ultimately, what is enlightenment will become another book.
Okay.
But what is enlightenment? अभी भी हमें बहुत कुछ add करना है. Let me ask Krishna. Krishna Nichani Sukhi. Prashant. Krishna. What is enlightenment?
Sir, Shivoham.
Shivoham.
Yes, मेरे लिए now enlightenment is Shivoham itself is enlightenment. When we
Yes.
say Shivoham, when we see divine in one and all, when we experience or when we love divine in one and all, when we, what I have written is IS I wrote, and the sum total of all the realizations you gave in all these calls. For me, it is the second year now, second year completed, and every realization made me evolve. And now putting together everything, you say the light switches on. And so every trace of ignorance, every trace of that darkness is removed. Still there are small dark spots. I realize that. And मुझे लगता है कि गुरु के सामने और dark spots also, we realize that. So till our real eyes is opened, when we see nothing but the divine, when I become only the divine, I become only the divine energy, and I see only the divine energy. You say we live in the bliss of truth consciousness, and that is what we see in you. So, so we are able to love divine, experience divine, feel divine, and it is always in that divine consciousness. So it, our simple life, our ordinary life, it was not like yours, but still we are able to live in peace, love, and bliss most of the time, 90% of our time. Abhi bhi thoda baki hai, we realize that too.
But see how beautiful enlightenment is. Enlightenment is so beautiful. Some people are still wanting entertainment. अरे बेचारा उनको समझ में नहीं आता कि entertainment is like, sorry to say, entertainment is like gutter. Entertainment in front of enlightenment is like a gutter. Because those who are on this call now have evolved. You have reached a state, I have not heard anybody using the term up to now. I think nobody has used the term. but we have reached a state of Satchit Anand. Has anybody used? I don't know anybody use the term Satchit Anand.
Bliss in truth consciousness.
Truth, use the truth consciousness. Correct. Very good. So that's the same thing. Truth consciousness, Satchit Anand, both are same. So it's so beautiful, right? Enlightenment is all that we have learned. What Krishna said, whether we have to, enlightenment is becoming a sthit pragya. Enlightenment is becoming a jivan mukta. Enlightenment is living like a yogi. Enlightenment is living in that state of what Krishna mentioned, peace, love, and bliss. And what I think who's the Rajanand started, who with Sutra, it starts with enlightenment, starts Siri with Neti Neti Tattvamasi. Siri, you started straight away with ISIS. No, before ISIS, it starts with Neti Neti Tattvamasi. Correct? And then all these things, and that ability to completely surrender.
Yeah.
कुछ भी नथिंग मैटर्स, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, ये लीला है माया, कुछ भी सच तो ना, नाटक ये प्रभु का है एक ख्वाब जैसा. So I mean, honestly, I don't know what is enlightenment. If you ask me, unless I write a book, I don't think we have written a book. I'm not sure whether we have written a book like this or not. Have we written a book? I don't know.
तो मुझे एक एनर्जी भी आ रहा है, because in a circuit, in an electric circuit, even if it's a small open circuit, the light doesn't glow. So now मुझे लगता है I'm trying to fill in all the gaps. For example, when you say finally nothingness and you be nothing, then every gap and moving from duality, duality to non-duality, that are the areas I'm working on.
See, I did the point just now. Nobody told moving from duality to non-duality. Very important point of enlightenment.
Yeah.
So enlightenment, it becomes a thick book. If you want to write what is enlightenment, it will become a solid book. Because I mean, nobody in the world can tell you what is enlightenment. I don't know. You have a book. Anybody has got a book? What is enlightenment? Sab kuch usme. It will be such a beautiful book. Okay, what is enlightenment? What is enlightenment? What is it becoming a Buddha? What is it getting that spark? What is it to be able to experience Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram? I mean, we are saying it in different ways, no? In so many ways. How to live in that state of Shanti. How to be able to still the monkey mind. Somebody said. So enlightenment. Today I was thinking.
And finally, never to slip.
Enlightenment is the ability to have that grip so you don't slip. You have that enlightenment, real enlightenment. What we say, Krishna, sometimes we ask the question, can an enlightened person slip? What's the answer, Krishna?
No.
Because if you slip means
you're not enlightened.
you were never enlightened. Mm-hmm. So a truly enlightened person will have such a solid grip of ship. Okay, the really enlightened person, he is already, another word, a really enlightened person has experienced a metamorphosis. The caterpillar has become a butterfly, a really enlightened person. So a real enlightened person reaches that state. As I told you, when I started this call today, I thought, kya boring topic dar raha hai, what is enlightenment? 2-4 saal se baat kar rahe hain, enlightenment. But where is the complete document? Where is the one complete document? What is enlightenment? It is the most, if any one of you can write out this document, it is the highest level. Don't
Sir,
leave it.
but your jigsaw puzzle is a simple document, no? It's a beautiful document.
But वो document कितना साल हो गया लिखा?
Could be enlightenment document.
Maybe 5 years back, 4 years back. That is part A. That has to become part A plus part B. So many things have come in that book, Enlightenment Jigsaw Puzzle. There is no ISIS. There is no SLS. That is, you're right. That's a beautiful, if I go, I'll find lots of beautiful things in that book, the spiritual jigsaw puzzle. But I hope we should write a book. Together, we should write a book, what is called, What is Enlightenment? Simple book. What is enlightenment? Thank you, Krishna. We are going on to next. After Krishna, it is Ashok Nichani.
Shram Sarji.
Shivoham.
Sarji, I agree to what Siri said. My answer was that. Not this, not neti neti tattvamasi, not this, thou art that.
Yeah.
Then I realized that all these years I was living in the dark. Like example, I was living in a tunnel where there was no light at all. I was blind. I was living in an illusion and not seeing the outer world at all. Then when I come out, I see the real light. I see the beauty of the divine. ये चंदा ये तारे पंछी और पौधे सारे ये चंचल हवा. I had never seen this. From darkness, I have come to light.
Beautiful. So Ashok, what you're adding points are good. But what I'm asking each one of you to do is on the Zoom call, all of you want enlightenment. All of you want enlightenment. But there's the man who's a friend of Rajendra, Rajanand, Ashok Gadu. Ashok Gadu came and met me. Even now, mostly he'll be listening to this call. He doesn't come and show his face. But Ashok Gadu is writing every day, writing the book, what he's learning. Some 500 points. I'm not saying all the 500 points will be non-repetitive, but there are more than 100 points. Enlightenment easily, we can cover more than 100 points. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not the ego, but I am. Who am I? I am that. Neti neti tattvamasi. Then I am Atma Brahma. I am Atma Brahma means I am the soul. Who is the soul? I am Atma Brahma. I am Brahmasmi. I am Brahmasmi. Prajnanam Brahma. Prabhu is everywhere. Then Prabhu is, it's a Maya. It's a Leela. What about our Dharma? What about Sanatana Dharma? What about Vasudeva Kutambakam? Oh, there are so many things. I don't know. I'm telling you, if you ask me now, I don't know. But ultimately, what is enlightenment? We should all together compile. It is beyond a mind to capture this. It needs to be captured in a document, and the document will become a thesis, which will live beyond us. What is enlightenment? In the Zoom call, we cover all the points, but we should have that written so that we have a complete record. What is enlightenment? It is having the right. Enlightenment is being able to get a certification from the Guru. Enlightenment is overcoming all the roadblocks. Enlightenment is so many things. So good, Ashok. Anything more? Otherwise, Sukhi.
Sarji, one more, your bhajan, Sarji. Like I was living in the darkness for so many years. When I have come to light outside, I can see patte patte mein hai jhanki Bhagwan ki.
Very good, very good. पत्ते पत्ते में है झांकी भगवान की, अनुभूति हो गई जिसने पहचान ली. So that's why when I come for retreat, I come into a place like this where I see Prabhu everywhere.
The beauty.
Behind me.
The beauty of the divine.
I sit in a place, I just sit and I see Prabhu. Wherever I am, I can see Prabhu. I can see Prabhu everywhere. The mountains, in the clouds, in the snow. Everywhere there's Prabhu. Okay, Sukhi. So let me see. So, Siri, you're taking the responsibility right now to write down. I hope anybody else also writing down. Normally Krishna writes. Please write and then send me the entire list. And of course, the Zoom call will become a recording of enlightenment. Let's capture every part of it. Sukhi.
Shivam, sir. I bow down to all the SIP in the call. Thank you.
Administrator, can you hear me? Or have you lost me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Shivoham. Yes, Sukhi.
Yes, we can hear you.
Continue, Sukhi.
Shivam, sir, thank you. Thank you all the SIP in the call.
Shivoham.
Thank you for this question. I think the enlightenment comes only because of grace of the God and guidance of the Guru. First thing is that I have enlightenment is realizing the soul within, and it removes the ignorance about BME. It also we also realize about the attachment about world is an illusion, it's a Maya, then we remove the duality, what we were always thinking. We realize SIP is within me and we see SIP in all, accepting and surrendering, then transcending karma. I'm not the doer, living in the now as a yogi, letting go and living with a purpose. And we realize birth and death is not in our hand, only rebirth is in our hand.
Good. You've added some extra points.
Yes.
So, as I told you, it is very difficult for one human being to tell you what is enlightenment, but probably, probably, if we work hard, we can capture the entire subject, because it is like trying to empty the ocean into a bathtub. It's huge. It's a huge challenge. What is enlightenment? Prashant, thank you. Sukhi, Prashant. Unmute Prashant.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaskar.
Guruji, just one more, since you brought up Ashok Gadu, uncle, I just wanted to take 1 second to thank you and thank Ashok Gadu uncle. I meet him every day. He was the one who introduced me to these calls. I was not aware of them before. So thank you, and thank you, Guruji, for accepting me. In my limited understanding, Guruji, my opinion, what I think enlightenment is the absolute blissful state that a person can reach of complete freedom when he dawns complete clarity that nothing in life has any meaning. There is no meaning to anything at all, and he reaches a state of complete freedom and bliss. This is what I thought is enlightenment.
So good. What you are saying is an additional point. So, Siri, what he says is mukti, freedom. I don't know whether we have captured that portion. It's a very important aspect of enlightenment. But Prashant, enlightenment is that, but enlightenment is everything that we are speaking of.
Right.
Enlightenment is all those things. This freedom comes only when you transcend the body, mind, ego. This freedom comes only when you are able to tame the monkey mind. Freedom comes only when you are able to befriend the five senses. The freedom is only when you realize SIP inside. The freedom is only when you are able to love SIP in one and all. So all this is enlightenment is a vast subject. And today we are exploring it together. But thank you. Thank you for your point of freedom was not captured. We are capturing it. Pix, Rekha, Parvani, Siba, and Yogini.
Shivam Guruji,
Shivam.
according to me, enlightenment is a journey which is start from Mumukshu to Jigyasi to Mumukshu to Satchitanand. And it's a process where we got two tools, self-realization and God realization. And when we are able to see God in all, serve all, love God, then it's you completed the journey of.
I can't hear you.
Am I audible, Guruji?
Yes, now I can hear you.
So it's a process to become caterpillar to butterfly, and it's a journey of inner to go inside and switch the switch on the light of with consciousness, remove the ignorance from your end. That is enlightenment, and that will come through a guru who can hold your hand, and you can grip the hand of SIP.
Very beautiful. So what enlightenment is the ability to reach that state of Viveka Chudamani. Enlightenment is that spark of aparoksh anubhuti. Enlightenment is that ability where you go through Vivek, Vairagya, Shat, Shampat, Mukshutva. So all this is the journey. What you're saying, it's a journey. And the journey starts with a talash. The enlightenment journey starts with a talash, even before Neti Neti. You start with the talash. You have the help of a guru. So you start a talash, the help of a guru. You reach neti neti tattvamasi, and then what you've told other points. Just now, Prashant added the word mukti. Mukti is very important. Enlightenment is freedom, complete freedom.
Enlightenment give us the purpose of life, that is mukti,
Beautiful.
moksha. It
Beautiful.
gives the meaning to the life, to a
So
human being.
after mukti, it makes us a yantra. It makes us a divine instrument. Yes, beautiful. So as I told you, this is a very vast subject. I don't know if we keep on talking. 1 hour क्या ये हम 2 hour में भी बात कर सकते हैं on this topic. It is a very deep topic, very deep enlightenment, overcoming ignorance. Overcoming ignorance means overcoming all mithya. Overcoming mithya, realizing satya. Satya will be realized only when you are in consciousness. In consciousness, you activate intellect. Then you lock the mind, you block the mind. You are able to be a witness. You become a sakshi bhav. Unless you are a witness, you will not be able to observe the maya, the leela. So all these are part of that journey of enlightenment.
AiR philosophy is enlightenment. According to me, in simple word, AiR philosophy is enlightenment.
Actually, AiR philosophy में जो किताब लिख रहा हूँ, it will cover many points, but it has not been written in this way. So एक 4-6 महीने में maybe we will. What is enlightenment is nothing to do with AiR. What is enlightenment is a complete thesis. कि क्या है enlightenment, क्या है? लोग नहीं समझते हैं. लोग नहीं समझते हैं कि सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन क्या है, गॉड रियलाइजेशन क्या है, मुक्ति क्या है, निर्वाण क्या है, मोक्ष क्या है, सैल्वेशन क्या है. So all this is the journey of enlightenment. One word: spiritual awakening. What is enlightenment? It is spiritual awakening. क्या है spiritual awakening? जागना. जागने का मतलब क्या है? To wake up, to awaken. Awake. विवेकानंद ने कहा क्या? Awake. जागो. So many things. Thank you, Pix. Rekha Siva, Yogini Siva.
Shivoham hai.
Shivoham.
Many points are covered. I want to add 2 points. One is like purpose of our life. So we've got this human birth. It makes us realize not to waste it. This is the birth where we can get moksha. Only in human birth. And I wanted to add your bhajan, yogi jo yog mein sada hi rahe, Prabhu ke yog mein rahe. We become in that state. And
good. So enlightenment is that state where you become a yogi. Enlightenment liberates you from bhoga and gives you the gift of yoga.
Yogi. And we realized
right? And
Prabhu Satya Jagat Mithya. That everything is temporary. Only Prabhu is
Satya Jagat
Mithya.
Good point. Siva. Yes, Siva, what is enlightenment? मैं कुछ भी नहीं. Very good. हाँ, मैं क्या हूँ? मैं तो कुछ भी नहीं. I am nothing. Siva.
Pranam Guruji. Guruji, after enlightenment only we start our improvement, small, seemingly continuous, seemingly insignificant, continuous, never-ending, ongoing process. So after enlightenment only we realize the real purpose of the life, and from there only the real journey starts. As everybody said that to lead the inner light, we have got this human birth. So we tried that not to waste that human birth. So in all the aspects we are using, Guruji. Here I like to mention the law of causation, Guruji. Ki after enlightenment only we realize ki 1 minute, Guruji.
Yes.
एक मिनट है गुरुजी. एक मिनट. Where did I write? Every effect has the cause. And in every aspect ये कर्मा आया है, ये क्यों आया है, we start realizing and we become our own Guruji. And after Effects are nothing but the cause in different forms. वो कर्मा कैसे भी आएगा, तो you don't have to, you just have to play your role.
कर्मा अलग पॉइंट है.
नहीं गुरुजी, पर इसको भी थोड़ा रिलेट होता है ना कि कर्मा नहीं आता है, एक्शन और रिएक्शन आता है.
कर्मा is a different point.
Okay Guruji, but I thought that बस to get liberated and बहुत मुश्किल से जन्म मिला है ह्यूमन बर्थ में, तो and with the consciousness, with the 5 senses. So not to
can you hear me? Can you hear me, or can you hear Siba?
Yes,
Is my connection okay, or Siba connection weak?
No, your connection is okay and Siba is also okay. Dave, can you hear us?
Guruji?
AiR, are you there?
Siba, yes, I could not hear your last part of you.
Guruji, we have got this human birth with 5 senses and all satsang and everything, with the guru, real guru. So we don't have to waste that human birth, Guruji. So
okay, okay. Siba. So what Siri, what we can add is what Siba is telling. Enlightenment is realizing everything is a manifestation. Yes. So we have used one keyword is everything is a manifestation. Yes. And enlightenment is realizing life is karma. 2 points are, I hope we should not miss, because everything is karma. Yes. As long as it's karma, there's punarjanma. At death, one of 2 things happens, realization or reincarnation. Realization is realizing I am the immortal soul. See, realization is realizing I will never die. I will never die because I am not I. Shiva Chidanand, Yogini. Shiva Chidanand and Yogini. I'm not sure the order is correct, administrator, because I got logged out.
Shivam, sir.
Shiva.
Sir, for me, it is if you walk on the path of magic, you will ignite your inner self, or in other words, apodipo bhava. So according to me, that is enlightenment.
Yes, good point. Apodipo bhava, very good point added. That enlightenment is going inside, going on an inner journey.
Yes.
Huh? Now द्वार की ये है नगरी, नौ द्वार से है जीते सभी. Beautiful point. Enlightenment is going on an inner journey and lighting the light, lighting the lamp. Apo Dipo Bhava. Administrator, today's call is very important for write a new book. What is the enlightenment?
Sir,
start a new
one
book.
More
yes.
point. आपके पीछे जो माउंटेन्स है ना, उसके ऊपर स्नो जमी हुई है, तो हम लोगों के ऊपर भी ऐसे इग्नोरेंस जमी हुई है. With enlightenment, I think this ignorance will melt.
Very good. Enlightenment is the disappearing of ghor avidya. There is ghor avidya. Janam janam ka avidya. Janam ka avidya. We are carrying karma and avidya. So it is about eliminating the mind.
Yeah.
Enlightening the ego. All this is enlightenment. So it's not an easy subject. Thank you.
It's a lovely subject.
Who's going next? Shiva.
Shivam Guruji. Only with the help of an enlightened guru, this state we can, the enlightenment is the state we achieve, where the inner spark of light brightens. And after that only we see everything as... Can you, am I clear? Hello? Hello?
Yes. Yes. Yes, Shiva, continue. Yes.
Yeah, you want me to repeat this again?
Yeah, because I think my connection snapped out. So please continue.
Okay. No, I started with the, this thing that without an enlightened guru, only with the help of an enlightened guru, we can attain this state. Enlightenment is a state where the inner spark of light brightens as you are in that path from one stage to the another. So after enlightenment, they live in eternal. What the point has not said, I will only tell that point. Always in eternal bliss, happiness, always in peace, love, and bliss, and ecstasy of love.
Very good.
Otherwise, the same thing, ISIS, everything is Leela and Maya, and Prabhu is everywhere. I am nothing. I came with nothing, and I will go with nothing. And always in consciousness, transcending ego to enlightened ego. Divine love flows in the enlightened person, and he is always in Satchitananda. And experience of Satyam Shivam Sundaram finally from caterpillar to butterfly. And God and liberation becomes the priority of his life. Priority of life, it becomes the priority of life.
So good. Like as I told you all, this is good. This book will not be able to write 100 pages. I have to write this book, it may be 200 pages or 300 pages. Because this book, what is enlightenment, will become a document if anybody is able to cover all these points. I'm sure there is Chidanand coming and he would want to add many more points. Thank you, Siva. Chidanand.
Freedom of like 10 minutes.
Can you hear Chidanand, administrator? Now I've come to a better Wi-Fi connection, but I can't hear Chidanand.
No, cannot hear Chidanand ji.
But my connection is okay, right now?
Your connection is good.
Chidanand, I can't hear you.
Can you hear now?
Yeah, try to off your video, Chidanand. Maybe sometime the video, if you off, it may work. Please talk.
That's an ignorance, freedom from cycle of birth and death, and destruction of all three elements.
No, Chidanand, I can't hear you, Chidanand. Y'all can hear Siri, can you hear him? Cannot hear Chidanand. Just check your connection and come back, please. Rajanand and Ahem Atma.
सर जल्दी में कुछ लिखा सर बोलूंगा आपको सर enlightenment is that state of subconsciousness that remains, that nothing remains to be realized, nothing is to be, everything is realized, everything is realized. The presence of SIP is felt everywhere in space and beyond the space. It is that state where most faint and elusive remaining impressions of Maya's illusory veils, हम पे जो पर्दे हैं, जो हम पे संस्कार है, जो हम पे instincts है, they are completely overcome and destroyed, and one becomes aware of its own awareness, because everybody is basically aware and consciousness में है, but they are not in awareness. So जैसे as if we are awakened from a dream and we feel that it was a dream, and awakening के बाद लगता है कि ये सब तो dream ही है, it is all dream, I am in a big dream, and the duality goes, the duality between Guru, God, and the self is removed. It is only one.
Rajan, why don't you add some points which are missing? Because all these points are covered. अगर कुछ point missing है, वो add करो, to be helpful.
Yes, sir. ठीक है, sir. I will say.
Atma, I am Atma. See, we have got today's call. If those of you who go to YouTube and listen to today's call, you will find this call to be a summary of 200 calls or 300 calls or 600.
And you're frozen.
Today's call.
Hello. Hello. Am I audible? Yeah. Good evening, Guruji. Enlightenment is the realization that we are the eternal witness, actually. We do nothing, we do nothing, we suffer nothing. We are suffering no more, actually. Enlightenment is the realization that we are not the doer, we are not the sufferer. I am going to complete your Shivoham book. In that you have told Chitananda Rubaha Shivoham Shivoham. This Shankara's poem is a poem of enlightenment, actually. you have used that word. Chitananda Rubaka Chipogam Shivogam is a poetry of enlightenment. This I want to register here
Very
actually.
beautiful. Mano Buddhi Hankara Chittani Naham.
Chitani Naham.
I'm not good
Actually,
at
the
Sanskrit, but
entire 6 verses, whatever you said in that book, if you expand that Nirvana Shatakam itself, that will give the highest idea about the enlightenment. Actually,
but it is not adding the entire story. So what we are
okay,
going to do, it is
okay,
not talking of ISIS. It
okay.
is not. It is Shankara only has taught. For example,
Mm.
now you are inspiring me to add one more point.
Mm.
Enlightenment is realizing
Mm.
Bhaja
Ah.
Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja Muramatai.
This also you have mentioned, Guruji. That Bhajagovindam also you have mentioned in that book. Yeah.
I don't know what I mentioned. How can I know what I have mentioned? Because I have not mentioned.
Okay. इले भजगोविंदम के बारे में भी आपने लिखे हैं actually. You have written.
मुझे पता नहीं मैंने क्या लिखा है. I am telling that sip is. I cannot remember what I have written in which book. But what we are saying, we do not have a beautiful book, which is A to Z of enlightenment. Everything of enlightenment covered, we must have a book. I don't know whether in realization of a yogi, which Kamalji is translating now, maybe even that does not have all the points. I don't know, because that realization is written maybe 2 years back or 1.5 year back. So it doesn't have ISIS, it doesn't have SLS, it doesn't have so many things.
But you have recommended a lot of Adi Shankara's books in your books, like Viveka Chodamani, Atma Bodha, Tattva Bodha. For enlightenment purpose, you have recommended a lot of books in your books.
But problem is, if you go read those books, then you will forget coming on this call because you will be lost in some other world. That is why.
What I'm saying is that books we can take some points from those scriptures.
Actually, I have used those books for my enlightenment.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong in those books. Actually, what I'm cautioning you, if we get in that book without the guidance of the Guru, you can be so lost in that you'll be going around in circles that ultimately, before you know, your life is over.
Correct.
We don't want life to be over. We must get this in our head that we cannot be enlightened after we are dead. We have to be enlightened when we have prana. If the prana is gone, then one more janma. And in one more janma, there is no guarantee that we'll have Zoom call.
Yeah.
So we have to use this opportunity of Zoom call and get enlightened without missing the bus.
Even that Drik Drishya Viveka, that is also giving good enlightenment. Actually, in some of the eyes are the seen, world is the eyes are the seer, world is the seer. Then mind is the seer, and thoughts are the seen. Then consciousness is the seer, mind is the seen, like that. That also gives basic steps towards the enlightenment. Actually, it takes us from first standard to the top level. Actually,
unfortunately, it is a very good thesis.
Yeah.
But people to use that one Drik Drisya Viveka and to get enlightened is very difficult. That is one of the pieces. So, for example, you need Neti. Without Neti, Drik Drisya Viveka will not work. Then you need Mahavakyas. So in enlightenment, this Shivoham is nothing but Aham Brahmasmi.
Correct.
But Aham Brahmasmi cannot happen without Neti. And Neti cannot happen without Guru and Talash. So, enlightenment is a beautiful journey, and we have to try to capture all aspects of it.
Perfect.
Krishna.
Thanks.
Yes.
Sir, it is just like you said, emptying, ocean into the bathtub, or we are trying to make infinity finite through, because it's a huge thing, enlightenment, as you said. You had already given us an acronym for enlightenment. Can I just read it?
Yes, please read it.
It is E stands for enlightened, to bring in the light of realization. N is no thoughts. L is liberation. I is intellect state. G is God realization. H is happiness eternal. T is truth realization. E is ever united. N is living in the now. M is not in the mind state. Yeah. And E is enlightened ego. Again, N is net to pep. And T is total acceptance. We had given earlier, but now it has evolved much further. Yes.
So therefore, what you learn by giving your own answer.
So you should give a new acronym also, version 25, 2025.
So we can give a new version, but I'm saying this call makes me realize that enlightenment is not an acronym.
It is not an acronym, sir, but
It is too big.
yeah, it is too big. But Pale also had mentioned this point, even for that jigsaw puzzle, 100 realizations, and then a seeker like, sir, you have crossed. So when you see from your perspective, you are looking from a peak. It appears very small, but for us, we are looking upwards. It's huge for us. It is enormous. It is overwhelming for us. So I prefer small doses, small books. Now, when you said you're going to make a huge volume of enlightenment, that becomes a heavy textbook.
No, what you say is correct. But let me tell you, correct me if I'm wrong. If whatever we have spoken today on this Zoom call comes into a book, page by page, is it easy to understand or not?
Because we have gone through the Zoom calls, no, sir. So we understand.
Yeah, we are not. This book is not for those who don't come on Zoom call. I'm saying somebody like you, if you want to put all the learning.
It's always my favorite, sir. Anytime I open any page, it is like Bible. It's not that I've gone through, I've got it. ऐसे नहीं कभी नहीं होता. Every time I'm again self-certification, every time. Shayar ji was very good in saying, every day do it. Every day mark it. So it becomes a learning. ऐसे नहीं कि it is a textbook, once you study, it is over.
So that's why I don't see when in enlightenment, you don't have to memorize.
Yeah, we don't
because
have
you
to.
realize. Because you realize. So, for example, whatever we are talking today, do I have to memorize it?
You don't have to, sir. You don't have to memorize. We also, because we are hearing from you. But have you realized, have I realized God? No. But now that is beautiful for me. I'm clicking, what is it? I'm holding on to that. It is like advertisement. No, you want that, you want that, you want that. Because I'm hearing daily from you. And we are seeing you always happy, smiling. So it's beautiful.
So that is all a gift that we all have got. All we've got to do is we have to, like I said, no, that statue is already inside the rock. थोड़ा chip करना है, थोड़ा chip करना है बस. It's not that we have to go bring a rock from Himalayas. We already have the rock. We have a chisel. We have a hammer and a chisel. Enlightenment is what? Chipping.
Then, sir, may I ask you, is it a conscious chipping? It automatically happens, no? Is it a conscious chipping? Did you ever say that I'm not the body, I'm not the mind? It is, you cannot chip it away like that. No, it is what is that process actually? It is, now I'm coming to that. Yeah.
You have already chipped it away. What you're talking, you have already chipped that.
Yeah.
So you already have got the beautiful statue in front of you. But you're saying something, some aspect, I don't know where I'm not yet chipped, but I'm not getting the full picture, correct? You're saying, wo pura picture nahi aaya.
Yeah, because when I'm moving away from certain people, I have not achieved enlightenment. Now, why can't I see, why I have to move away or run away from certain people? Why can't I accept that also?
Suppose you have taken a stone and you have chipped half the face, right face, and left face you have not chipped. Does it mean that the murti inside is improper or your work is incomplete?
Work is incomplete.
The murti is perfect inside. Some aspects you have not chipped. Yeah. When you chip away that aspect, then the whole beauty will appear. It is not that I'm faking. Am I faking any part of this to you? You think anything I'm faking enlightenment to you?
A question is irrelevant है मेरे लिए because I've never thought this.
So I'm saying this is a very beautiful state of peace, love, bliss, of divinity, of fearlessness. For example, any normal human being lives with worry, fear, stress, anxiety. Very normal, very normal. How do you reach that state where you let go? That state is in the truth consciousness. That sab kuch maya hai. How do you reach that state of eternal bliss? We talk of eternal bliss. Kaisa? People go into bad mood. Why we go into bad mood? Enlightenment is not having any bad mood. So there is it's work in progress. Why I'm saying this book is required, Krishna. And also, 2 points coming to my mind. One, we must put everything together. Point one. And point two, importance of interacting with the guru. Even if you have this book, but if there is not enough interaction, suppose today I was stuck somewhere and I'm shy to talk to my master. I don't want to talk to my guru for whatever reason. Then I will never be able to clear that dark spot.
Yeah.
Because who is having the torch? Who is having the master torch?
Heaven, yes, sir. Even our choice change only because of our interactions, yes.
So therefore, this Zoom call is so important. Why do I encourage you all every day ask questions? Sometimes the problem, what you all think, I have a silly question. I'm feeling very silly. How to ask this silly question? 2 years back you taught. Again, I'm asking this silly question. There's no silly question. There is no silly question. When there's a question, there is a question. It must be answered. I must have asked my guru sometime one question 50 times. Same question I must have asked my guru 50 times. Okay. We have to close. We have got Siddhi and Aham Atma. 2 more points before we close. Administrator Siddhi and Aham Atma.
Guruji, I have captured 27 points. I will send it to you.
27 points. Okay. I thought we have more than 27, then we can make A to Z if it's only 27 points.
Yes. I captured 27. I will send it.
Okay. If it's only 27, it's very easy for me to make the A to Z of enlightenment. We have not got a book like that. Have you got any book, A to Z of enlightenment? Myth and the truth. Okay. Let me see how we can do it. Anything else, Siddhi?
Nothing. Thank you, Guruji.
Please send it to me. Okay. Thank you. And all of you who would like to capture this and send me as a document, send it. We'll open a book chat today and start writing this book whenever it comes, whether it comes in 2025 or 2026. I am Atma.
Yeah, Guruji, whether I have a doubt, I have completed that spiritual awakening of 8 stages. How to move from Mumukshu to Satchitananda. Realizing this step by step, whether that can be categorized as enlightenment, I really don't know. Your views on that.
It is the stages now. It is the 8 stages of enlightenment.
It is the 8 stages of enlightenment. Anyhow, it will form part of the book.
It will form, but yeah, it has to form.
It has to form. That's
because
what.
What is enlightenment? Without the 8 stages, you can't reach enlightenment.
Perfect.
It's just like saying, how will you go from Chennai to Mumbai in 2 hours? Tell me. How? Can you answer?
There are various modes of transports are there. I can go by car. I can go.
In
2
2
hours
hours
means flight.
How you will go?
I have to reach airport. From there, I have to catch like that.
First, you have got to reach airport. Then you have to buy ticket. Then you have to check in. Then you have to pass security. Then you have to come in the flight. Then you have to wear on the seat belt. Otherwise, they'll throw you out. Then take off. Then landing. Then disembarking. Then getting your baggage. Then sitting in taxi and going.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving a very silly example of this. if only going from Chennai to Mumbai has got so many steps.
For enlightenment, it will be big. Yeah. Guruji, I have another small doubt in that book actually. What is the difference between yogi and Buddha stage? Totally confused. Other than that, intellect
Why you are
always
confused?
used intellect.
Why
This or that is
why
the
you are
Siddha Prajna.
why you are confused? Are you confused with what is pen and what is paper?
Pen and paper, I don't get
No
confused.
confusion. No.
No
So
confused.
yogi.
Yogi.
Means yoga. Yogi is the man who is living in yoga. And yoga means not to go in bhoga. Yoga means the word yoga means union with the divine. After you are a yogi, then only you become a Buddha. You ask for Buddha, right?
What is the difference between this stage and that stage?
Unless you are a yogi, you cannot reach Buddha. Unless you are united with SIP, you cannot become aware and enlightened of SIP. So therefore, you read that book one more time. If you finished it, just glance at it.
Yeah.
In the summary, you will find it is a journey. For example, without buying ticket, can you go in the plane?
No.
So without entering the plane, will you reach Mumbai?
Not possible.
So like that. So you go Mumukshu, Jigyasu, Jnani, Yogi, Buddh, Sthit Pragya, Jivan Mukta, Satchidananda Atma. You evolve one by one.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, all of you have given great ideas and great participation. What is enlightenment? I hope this video call on Zoom, it's on YouTube, and you will watch it again to get points. And I will start planning a book on the simple topic, what is enlightenment? I bow down to you. I thank you and see you tomorrow at 8.